I'm Trevor.
I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Corey.
And we work for the Missouri Department of Revenue. If you're anything like some of our friends, you may have failed to file your tax return and pay taxes due to us at the Missouri Department of Revenue.
If this is you, please continue watching this video in its entirety.
If this is not you, then continue to binge watch your latest Netflix show.
Since you're still watching, this must mean that you need some help, and there are some options to resolve your noncompliance. One of these options is through the Voluntary Disclosure Program.
The program is designed to promote compliance with Missouri tax laws. To be eligible, you must contact the department without any prior contact by the department concerning the filing of a return and the payment of a tax. Any type of taxpayer is eligible for this program, unless you have underreported your tax liability on your income tax return.
If you wish, you can remain anonymous until the agreement with a representative of the Department of Revenue has finalized your claim.
The Voluntary Disclosure Program is not limited to only those unruly taxpayers. Taxpayers under the Multi-State Tax Commission National Nexus Program often request for one as well.
Taxpayers also not located in Missouri use the program to help resolve sales and use tax, corporate income, and franchise tax liabilities when they are subject to Missouri tax.
To qualify for a voluntary disclosure, you must meet all of the following criteria.
The taxpayer must not be under audit for any type of tax.
The taxpayer must not have underreported his or her tax liability on a previous return.
The taxpayer is required to pay tax due plus accrued interest. This accrued interest can be calculated using our online calculator or having us calculate it for you.
The taxpayer must make records available for audit to verify their tax liability, along with the accurate representation made by the taxpayer.
After the disclosure, the taxpayer must remain in compliance for all tax types.
If a taxpayer is approved for a voluntary disclosure, they will receive the following benefits.
The taxpayer will be waived of their penalties.
The department will not pursue criminal prosecution against the taxpayer.
The taxpayer will be provided with 60 days to determine the liability and prepare their returns.
The taxpayer will only be required to pay tax and interest due for 4 years prior to the voluntary disclosure. If applicant has collected taxes and not reported them for periods beyond the look-back period, the look-back period will be extended to cover those periods.
The department will keep the agreement confidential and not discuss the taxpayer's taxes or any part of the agreement with any tax authorities or any party except as allowed by Section 32057, or if it is required by an exchange of information agreement.
To apply for a voluntary disclosure, the taxpayer must complete and submit Form 5310 online to the Department of Revenue's website. The taxpayer must also complete and fill in this Form 5310 and submit it to this website address or submit it to the mailing address shown on screen. The department will review the facts presented by the taxpayer, offer an agreement if appropriate, and send it to the taxpayer or representative of the taxpayer for proper signatures. If the department determines that the taxpayer or its representative misrepresented the information upon which the agreement is based, the agreement is void, and the department can take action to identify and recover any tax obligations as if the agreement did not exist.
If you have any further questions,
Please contact the department at 1-573-751-8612.
Or you can email us at nexus@dor.mo.gov.